All right, you guys, here it is. I went to the store and I couldn't find the right belt for the device, so I ended up going to a place. It's almost like a private store. The gentleman there, he charged me $23. He charged me $23 for the belt. Here it is. All right. And basically, one of the things that I need to point out is that when I gave him the one that was broken, he pointed out that the reason why it might be broken is not because the belt itself is bad, because he looked at the belt and he said that the belt was in good condition. It's not like torn off or old or wasted. So he mentioned how it might have been the pressure of maybe the speed or something was stuck to the cylinder, causing it to break, because the belt itself was in good condition. I took that as a, as something to say that's a good point to have, just in case it happens again. Then I realized something's going on with this. In the meantime, I got me a new belt. I paid $23, as I mentioned, but in the internet it costs $3. Sometimes for $3 you get two. I've seen some for $5, and you get two for them too as well. So basically, the best deal is in the internet. Problem is, you're not gonna get it, the same day. And I needed it now. So here I go. One of the things I wanted to point out is how this belt is going to go in the cylinder and in the motor itself. A lot of people make the mistake and they just roll over it in this manner somehow, and I don't know if you can see that there. There you are. And basically they leave it up to that. Some people, they cut it off and then they make that mistake where they think they need to cut it off. But basically this is the way it goes, and I like to show that to you right now. You see this little device here? You put it right under it in this manner. You put it in this manner, right through that, right through there. Can you see it there? Then right through there and into the motor's crank, or whatever you call it. And basically, from here on, once the cylinder is here, you'll be able to put it right around the cylinder, and this will be rotating at this point, but you have no need to cut it off. The reason why I stress this as much is only because people make the mistake and they cut off the belt thinking that that's the way it should go, because they think it probably goes under this little swivel in a manner where it will go under it. It's just a one line, when in reality it doesn't. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and show you, or I'm trying to put the cylinder in so I can start working on it. Alright, for the belt, simply there are two sides to the belt. This is the side where there are three indentations here. They're actually the three lines that are to go right on top of the motor. As the motor is rotating, the motor will imprint against these three lines and will cause the line to rotate. So in other words, this is the position how the belt should be installed or in place on the cylinder as it comes around. I'll show you what I mean. Alright, so I was able to put the belt right in between the wheel and under into the motor. But to do that right, you have to make sure that the belt itself goes around the cylinder in the proper way. There's a lining that I showed you earlier that's under the belt. That's the belt. The belt cannot go in this section, otherwise it will rip off. It will be out of location and it will break again. You have to make sure that it's under the same line that it's been going since the manufacturer place it in that same position. And you can see it because it's lined up. I don't know if you can see it from there. Let me see if I can. I don't know if you can see it. You see that? There you are. That's the line. All right, now that the switch is on, I'm going to put the front panel so I'm going to put this bolt. There are two bolts that go on the side, one here, and the other one here, to hold the front panel, right? The thing about this is that the screws that go there, they're different from all the other screws that I've taken off from the dryer itself. So I just like to point that out because you're probably going to have the same situation here. They're smaller than the actual size, which is the size 8. These ones are 6, so they're only 2, and they're the only 2 that are different from all the other screws that I've taken out from the dryer. I point that out. Okay, you guys, for this part I'm going to put the front panel, the top panel. This is the top panel, and we'll go just right above it. All right, right above it, right up the cylinder, right on top of the cylinder here. And we'll screw here, and there. And basically this one here, I like to say to everybody, do not make the mistake that I made in the beginning and I opened the back panel here. You have no need to do that. This serves no purpose whatsoever, unless you want to take out the where the heat and the fluff comes out from, and you need to repair that section. And that's what this is for. All right, but I only took the top panel and the front panel, which is this one, in order for me to access the cylinder and the belt itself that was broken. All right. Hinges. There are 2 hinges that go right under it, and you have to clamp them against the front metal section of the panel of this front, and so that's hard. Once you do that, I should be able to screw it the way it should go. And there you are. All right, I put the front section of the control panels already. I put 1 screw there. The hardest part about this is the hinges. There are 2 hinges, one that goes here and one that goes there, and you have to go one under the other under this panel here, so that it can snugly snugly fit in. That wasn't easy to do, only because I didn't figure that out. So I figured I mentioned that to you as you put in the parts back together again. I got 1 more to go. Can you see that? That's the last part. All right, finally, this is the moment of truth, and see if the dryer will work with the new belt. First, I'm going to switch it to dry, and now it's already positioned in a drying position, so I'm going to press a button and see if it will dry. And as you can see, it does. I don't know if you hear it, but now we're going to open it, and basically it stopped, but I'm going to press it by pressing the switch forward, and we'll see if the cylinder will turn. And as you can see, it is turning, so the work paid off. Now I'm gonna let go of the switch to see that it works properly. I'm gonna let go of the switch now, and it's working fine. Well, great. This wasn't an easy job, but I wanted to show everybody how it can be done by just anybody. I don't know, I never done this job before. Please be encouraged to try this out, primarily because now you can visually see how can something like this be done. Thank you for watching. Good day to all.